Just watching, and we back in limbo. I'm gonna be talking about thoughts and why they always do not make sense directly, and it all depends on how you decode things. But let's get into it. So, pretty much, thoughts are drawn from the mental cloud. What some may describe the dimension of thoughts, which is not governed by time and space. It's related to the realm of feelings, which have influence on each other and how they dictate your personality, your character, your actions, and your habits. But I'm going to be just talking about how picking up on these things work and how you can stand your ground or understand it, then stand your ground in terms of how usually thoughts are interacted. So pretty much I'm gonna be breaking it down in terms of language. Language is a barrier when it comes to thoughts, and usually sometimes for people that have impaired or high amounts of energy to correlate with your thoughts, it turns out to be things like, oh, I'm hungry, but it could mean I'm thirsty because you say I'm hungry and it feels like something, but you're really thirsty. That's just one minor example of just how things interact with your hormones within your body as thoughts are manifested within your cells and multiply like people influencing each other, like a movement within your body, let's say a protest or whatever, right? Just like multiple people or multiple cells thinking in a certain way, and those cells influence other cells in the dividing and multiplying by expressing something that you relate to, which you attract through the magnetism. Part of magnetism in your body could be referred to the solar plexus or your gut or where your stomach sits. And for instance, that part of your body can attract certain types of feelings towards your willpower, aggressions, and passions, and those type of thoughts and feelings would be correlated there. So you also have a mental cloud, which attracts things differently based off how your cells and your people within you that fall through with this movement that you have within your body, and those things end up influencing parts of your body, and there ends up being war within your head because there's a war within your body trying to debate one thing or the other, and you attract this from the mental cloud of things. That when I say cloud, I don't say cloud just for any reason. When I'm talking about cloud, it's something that hovers above you, let's say metaphysically and physically, that there's a realm within you that is also outside of you within a cloud, because those are the higher points of energies. That's why, like, sometimes they're mystical beings that fly or levitate. They have their higher energy centers within the mental cloud set for them to understand things at a different level, such as thoughts with no words, but can be broken down within words in a faster sense and at higher speeds or at light speeds. But that's something you can get to after you set your foundations correctly. Matter of fact, when I'm talking about these clouds and how there's higher beings that could think of things at a faster rate, you have cells that correlate with that take the rotation of your body with when it comes to a day or 2 days or 3 days. A day is pretty much when awareness and not and the rotation of how awareness revolves. So pretty much a day for physical terms is when there's a sun, which is awareness, brings awareness to us outside within the earth, which is also something we could define as earth, that we understand is a cloud, even though it has its own element. But earth is a way of we understanding elements within this earth, such as earth, water, fire, and earth, which is could be ground for earth. Fire could be actual fire or gas or butane that's like lit up type of fire, and air, which could be translated as thoughts, and emotions, which is water. And all those things are elements which we use to describe ways of feeling and thinking based off how we interpret the earth and how those energies align with how those forms of energy align with ways of thinking and other forms of manifestation. But we're not trying to use external things to move through the realm of manifestation. We're using ourselves and how we can get in touch with our gut, our mind, our brain to enhance the way we follow through with things that we're programmed to, but we are using too much of these outside sources which we exalt and glorify, such as AI or whatever, the computer, which our brain is as faster than that. But I feel like as is there's a division, not to go on a rant, but as there's a division of how information is being accessed at faster rates, our brain will respond, and there'd be a shift, a duality of things. As one thing gets stronger, the other thing gets stronger. There has to be one or the other, and there'd be a split as things fall through in society. But I'm not trying to get into a rant and be political about any of those things. But like I was saying, a mental thought and a cloud, that air, which is air, the element is represented through thoughts, that comes down into your body, manifested. And once those things are manifested, those things can be broken down within language, which is at lower speeds when thoughts could be very wordless, and you know it because it has a lot of pinpointing attributes towards certain things and very specific things without words. But when you have things such as words, like destroy this, kill this, a matter of killing something is like within your body, one cell killing another cell, and its movements and its influences that it's had on your body, which influences the way you think. This is the main part of the video where I have the mental cloud and how it affects you. But going deeper into that, killing things at a faster rate could only happen during rotations and shifts of how your cell evolves over time and how it goes from awareness to unawareness in its positioning within your body and how that functions within you. This is relating to the energy centers and aligning those parts of the energy that you attract, such as your heart, for instance. Your heart has placement within your body, and within that placement, the way the blood flows and its certain actions and movements throughout your body dictate how you respond through your thoughts and feelings throughout life. And those compositions is what makes our body unique towards the image of God and how we have our place within God, the aspect of it when it comes when you understand how God lives within us and we embody the image of God in our own body and as a collective, as an awareness subconsciously towards a bigger thing of how we shift through these energy, and we shift through energy throughout years and cycles and eons or whatever to bring on more awareness. But that's more of a philosophical and thing that people try to just understand existence. But this is Righteous Watcher. Remember, there are people within you that have thoughts, movements, blood vessels that fall through ways of thinking. All right, Righteous Watcher, we out of limbo.